Turns out food porn may not make you love food as much as you thought it would, giving it the opposite effect of regular porn. There was a study done at BYU, wink, that showed that people who were exposed to lots of pictures of delicious foods later did not feel satisfied when eating those foods.
Yeah, I think this story is total bullshit.
I don't think it is because I've actually done that, but let me get into the story.
Okay.
So what they did is they showed people many pictures of two groups. One group got sweet foods, the other got salty foods to look at extensively. And then afterwards they gave the test subjects salted peanuts. Now none of the pictures were peanuts, but I guess what their conclusion was that people who had looked at the salty foods did not enjoy the peanuts or did not report enjoying the peanuts as much as the group that had only looked at sweet foods. They call this sensory boredom. So you look at it too much.
Completely made up term.
You kind of I said that's what they call it.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll look at the picture so much that you'll kind of move on from it in your brain. So you'll look at pictures of spaghetti, like a lot of them, and later when you eat the spaghetti, you don't enjoy it as much because you feel like you've sensed it already, even though it was with your eyes, not your taste buds. Go ahead and interject.
I mean, first of all, I can only speak from experience, and that is I watch the Food Network, and the stuff looks delicious. And I want it, and then I eat it, and it is delicious.
I feel like, well, that was eloquently said.
Thank you.
I feel the opposite way. I go on the internet, and I actively seek out food porn of certain dishes that I am interested in. And then I will look at them so much, like I'll go to blogs that only do this. Like I went to a blog that did only eggs, bacon, chips, and toast.
Eggs, bacon, chips.
It's a British thing.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at these pictures, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. Yeah. And I'm looking at more like, oh, that also looks good. But after a while, I look at so many pictures, I don't even want it anymore.
I guess I can see that.
I've done it for real.
No. I can see why you would do that. But then you didn't eat that afterwards.
I didn't want to eat it afterward.
Okay, fair enough. I think, though, if I was part of this experiment and someone brought me into a room and showed me a bunch of pictures of salty foods and then offered me salty foods, I think I already have that predisposition in my mind, like, okay, I see where this experiment is going, like I understand what you're testing.
Oh, you think you're smarter than the system?
No, and just that psychosomatic, like I know I'm part of a test and like you're looking for a response, like I think that would kind of skew the results one way.
Not necessarily. Not everyone thinks they're so smart like you do, you wise ass.
You always got to turn everybody against me.
I think you do a great job on your own.
Yeah, fine.
Anyway, what do you think? Are you active food porn connoisseurs, and does it make you change your mind about food, or do you want it more? Let me know in the comments.